Welcome to ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. It's the Palos Verde Library's Storytime on Demand. My name is Mrs. Henry. Oh, and I am here with my friend. He's right here. His name is Barney. Can you say hello, Barney? Hello, everybody. I am excited about story time. Well, why don't we begin with a song? Barney, do you want to join in or do you want to listen? Which is the right way? Both ways are the right way. Sometimes bears and people want to join in, and sometimes they want to sit and listen. And both are the right way. I think today I want to sit and listen, but I may change my mind. You know what? It's okay to change your mind too. But for now, why don't you sit right back here so you can see? And we're going to begin with our hello song. And as you may know, I like to use some American Sign Language that Miss Marissa taught me. Like the word more. You put your fingertips together. That is like saying the word more out loud. But you don't have to use your voice. And people who understand American Sign Language and who may not have good hearing or any hearing will know you're saying more. Now, what is another word that we like to use? Together. You put your hands together and make a little circle. That means together. And we have another word we like, happy. Happy is a happy word, and you just go up with your hands, and that means happy. Happy. And the last word we like to use is friend. It's a really good word. You just point your fingers up, your index fingers, and let them hug each other. So if you want to say friend without using your voice, that means friend. But we are going to use our voices, if you want, to sing the song, and you can use the sign language to say some of the words. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. And we can clap too. That is another great way of saying happy. Now, a few weeks ago, I was talking a little bit about our senses. Senses are the parts of our body that help us learn about what's around us. We use our eyes, and we can see. We use our ears, and we can hear. And we use our fingers, and we can touch. Now we're going to talk about what this does. Yes, a nose. What does our nose do? It tells us what we can smell, doesn't it? Smelling is one of our senses. And you can see I have a friend here. Do you know what? Elephants are very good at smelling with their nose. But the nose on an elephant has a special word. You can see the nose right here. What is that word? Do you know it? Can you say a little louder? Yes, your trunk, my friend elephant. That is what we call an elephant's nose. And I have a rhyme about elephants that we're going to try together. And you can act it out with me if you want, or you can just look at my very wonderful elephant and think about his very wonderful nose and how he uses it. Some wrinkly elephants I went to see. They had 4 legs and they were bigger than me. They had round ears. They were big and round, and one long nose, the trunk, that made a loud sound. Can you make an elephant sound in a trunk? Very good. Should we try that rhyme one more time? Let's give it a try. Some wrinkly elephants I went to see. They had 4 legs, and they were bigger than me. They had gray ears that were big and round, and a big long nose that made a loud sound. Did you enjoy doing that? I love making elephant sounds. It's really fun. And elephants do use their trunk to make noise. They also use their trunk to pick things up. But we know what else they use it for. They use it to smell. In fact, elephants are an animal whose sense of smell is very good, better than people. Can you think of some other animals that have a very good sense of smell? You're right, a shark. Did you know a shark has a very good sense of smell? Actually, that surprised me. Did someone say a horse? A horse! You're right. Horses have very good sense of smell. Wait a minute. I just heard Barney say something. Barney, what did you say? The animal with the best sense of smell is a bear. Did that surprise you too? Barney and I looked up some books here at the library and we learned bears have a really good sense of smell. I use my smell to find honey. Barney does love honey. But I wonder if some of you, when you thought of animals with a good sense of smell, you didn't think of an elephant. You didn't think of a shark. You didn't even think of a bear. I wonder if you thought of an animal like this. It's a dog. Dogs have very good sense of smell. People even have dogs to help them just by using their sense of smell. Now, this is my dog. His name is Carver. He's such a good boy, but sometimes he forgets where he leaves things. He really does. So he uses his nose to find things. I've seen him do it. So we're going to have Carver look for some things. We've got a fence here. We have a garden with some flowers here. And oh my goodness, this looks like the stable next door. So we need to have Carver find something. He does have a friend, but it's a friend he likes to chase. That's how they play together. They play by chasing each other. And Carver, can you find your friend Teddy? Now he's going to sniff 3 times. That's how Carver sniffs. Sometimes dogs sniff 4 times. Sometimes they sniff more. Sometimes they even sniff less. But Carver always sniffs 3 times. Can you do that too? Is your friend in there, Carver? That means no. All right, why don't you try in the garden? No, he says no. Ruff! Well, how about behind the fence? Let's try that one more time. Don't forget, you can sniff too. What's behind the fence? Ruff, ruff, ruff! Who's behind the fence? Oh, it is Teddy. Oh, does it look like Teddy wants to play right now? He's just going to hang out. Now, another thing that Carver loses sometimes, and he doesn't remember where he put it, is his bone. Now, we didn't see the bone behind the fence. So, Carver, why don't you see if you left it next door in the stable? You better use your nose, Carver. Can we help him and do our 3 sniffs? Ready? Is it in the stable, your bone? Ruff! Well, that means no. Okay. Why don't you see if you left your bone in the garden? We're going to need to do those 3 sniffs. Are you ready? Did you find it? Ruff, ruff! Oh, sounds like you found it. Let's look. There it is. Can you see his bone? It's right here. Oh, he does like to enjoy that bone. But I think who he's really looking for are his friends next door. I wonder if they're in there. Carver, can you find your next door friends? Why don't you try the stable? Let's do that sniff one more time. Well, of course, he does it 3 times, so that's how many times we'll do it. Are you ready? Ruff, ruff! Let me open the door and see who Carver's friends are. Oh, he has a friend who's a little dog, and he has a big friend who is a donkey. They like to play too, but they don't chase each other. They like to play with balls, the young puppy does. Well, so your sense of smell, whether you're a person or a dog, can teach you things, can't you? It taught Carver where all his lost friends and items were. Good job, Carver. Now, we talked about elephants having a good sense of smell, and bears, and sharks, and even dogs. But what about us? Can you think of some things you like to smell? There's a lot of things that smell good in our house. Like usually it's things that you or mom or dad are cooking. I love the smell of baking cookies or baking bread or maybe making tacos. So a lot of things smell good. But a lot of things that aren't smell good that aren't actually food. Like when you take a walk, here's your science tip. See what you can smell outside that isn't a food. Some things that I like to smell. The ocean. Oh, the ocean smells so good. If you ever take a walk along the beach, make sure you breathe in that fresh, open air. You know what is surprising? Another thing that smells good is rain. Have you ever smelled rain as it's coming down? The next time it rains, walk outside with an umbrella probably, and see if you can smell. It's a smell like no other. Now, any time of year, you may be playing outside, playing soccer, rolling down a hill. You know what you'll notice smells good? Grass. Grass can smell really good. And of course, I'll bet all of you thought of this. Flowers. Flowers are very fragrant. Fragrant is a word that means it smells really good. It's a light smell that smells really good. I have beautiful plumeria at my house, and they look beautiful and they smell beautiful. Now, there's a new season coming, and it's fall, and that might make you think of falling leaves. Let's put some leaves on my board here, and you can see that they're starting to change colors. Let's put a few more up. In autumn, the leaves fall from the tree, and if you ever notice that, you have to take a deep breath because falling leaves smell so good. And it makes me think of a song about falling leaves. Let's give that a try right now. All you need to do is make your hands be the leaves. Autumn leaves are falling down, falling down, falling down. Autumn leaves are falling down all over town. Autumn leaves are swirling round, swirling round, swirling round. Autumn leaves are swirling round all around the town. Take a rake and rake them up, rake them up, rake them up. Take a rake and rake them up all over town. And then when they're all ready in their nice piles, you know what you can do? Check with the person who raked them first, but then you can run and jump in the pile, yay! And then they fly all over. And what do you have to do again? Take a rake and rake them up, rake them up, rake them up. Take a rake and rake them up all over town. And the last thing you can do is hold it close to your nose and breathe it in because they smell very good, don't they? Well, thank you for coming to Storytime today. I had fun, and I know Barney did too. I think we need to sing a goodbye song. Did you want to try that today, Barney? Yes! Okay, thank you, Barney. That is very fun. So we're going to clap our hands and say goodbye. We're going to stomp our feet and say goodbye. And we're even going to blow a kiss and say goodbye. Are you ready? We clap our hands like this. We clap our hands like this. To all our friends at Storytime, we clap our hands like this. We stamp our feet like this. We stamp our feet like this. To all our friends at Storytime, we stamp our feet like this. We blow a kiss like this. We blow a kiss like this. To all our friends at Storytime, we blow a kiss like this. And then we wave and say goodbye. Goodbye till next time. Thank you for coming.